Hey guys, Dan here with Battlefield Curator, and I just got an M1911A1 from the CMP. Well, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to unbox it and give you a little range review, so let's get to it. Alright, this is how I got it from the FFL here. We've got a tactical case here. Looks like a pretty cool hard case. Yeah, this is a pretty cool tactical type hard case. It's got the CMP there. In the box, there's also some paperwork. This is probably like your order information and maybe some other papers. All right, let's open up the box here. Wasting no time. Let's get to it. Oh ho ho, look at that. Wow. All right. We got here Colt Service Grade. What? Yes. So I did opt for the Service Grade 1911 from the CMP. I did have to put in an order packet. Now this magazine is marked. Okay. Haven't seen this marking before, but I'll look it up later. Don't know if it's aftermarket or actual military, but we'll look that up later. But yeah, so I did get the paperwork done for this a few months ago, back in, I think I want to say October, September time frame. It might have been October. But this looks like a really nice looking 1911. Definitely got that weight to it. United States property, M1911A1, U.S. Army. And it looks pretty good to me. Look at the interior there. All right, probably needs some oil. We'll get to that in a little bit, you know. But yeah, that chamber looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. Right, yeah. Doesn't look like there's too much that I could say about it that is bad. There's the military marking there on the slide. Proof mark. See what that lands and grooves look like. All right, lands and grooves. Pretty good defined. Probably needs some cleaning though. You can see on this side where you have the patent date there and Colt manufacturer right here. Hartford, Connecticut. Wow. That is pretty cool. FJA right there. It's probably inspector stamp. Doesn't look too shabby at all. Nice. Let's see what date this serial number dates to. And pretty much what we got here is a Colt manufactured slide and a Remington Rand manufactured frame. That was what I pulled up on the internet about the serial number, which dates it to 1944. So 1944 Remington Rand frame and a Colt slide. Pretty cool. And as you can see here, some of the components are not the same color tone as the receiver. So it leads me to believe that some of these components were switched out over time, which is pretty common with U.S. military weaponry. They did go to the level 2 armament every so often for upgrades. It is getting a little windy and we might get some rain soon, so let's go ahead and test out this 1911A1. But first, we got some lube. We need to lube it up. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, got 7 rounds of 45 ACP loaded in this mag, and this one is gonna be quite awesome. Let's see what it does. Whoa, yeah. Wow. First shot, we have a malfunction here. I ejected 2 rounds from the magazine. I just didn't load right, so let's try it again, see what happens. Oh, did it again. I wonder if it's this magazine or if it's just the pistol itself. This is saddening, very saddening. All right, so one thing here with the magazines, it looked like the rounds, when you put them in and you just gave it a nudge, it would pop up a little bit higher. So my friend Dan over here ended up taking a 4570 spent shell casing and trimmed it down and stuck it in here and used a mallet to bend these feed lips just a little bit more. So now these rounds fit nice and tight in here in this magazine. So this magazine is 1M291, looks like the manufacturer cage code. Yeah. As far as I researched online, I wasn't the only one having a problem. There was actually somebody else on the CMP forums back in 2018 that looked like he had a feeding problem as well with these magazines. Funny me, I forgot to check what else is in the box here, and I think I see something right there. So that is your clear chamber indicator. And well, we got some other stuff down here. Let's check this out. Come on. All right, so as well as the clear chamber indicator, looks like underneath the foam, we also have a lock and a TM for the 45 pistol here. Awesome. In the box there's also some paperwork, and then pretty much there's a checklist here, and there's like order forms and stuff in the packet, and then there's the certificate of authenticity here. So we got a little range pass here for the Talladega Marksmanship Park. Some other extra paperwork in here. Well, that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section about the CMP M1911A1. And are you thinking about getting one? Or do you already have one? Let me know your thoughts. If you like this kind of content, be sure to share it with your compadres, because it really helps out and it'll help them out as well, getting a little bit more knowledge. And as always, learn history and curate history. Make it a great day.